Hello everyone, welcome to Anime No Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. Throughout our story of One Piece, we've seen that Nami has a prolific knowledge over the weather and the seas. But as we've gone throughout our journey, we've seen her control and her ability to manipulate the environment grow even further. And now that she has Zeus and has had multiple upgrades to her climate attack, she can now create storms, weather, and even water. This wide range of knowledge and weather manipulation ability will allow Nami to achieve some very great things if she continues to train progressively, and she may in fact reach a level of control that nobody has ever seen in this world. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the possibility of Nami further improving her weather control skills, achieving the capacity of great feats, and practically becoming a weather god. But before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like and even subscribe and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out, especially with that old YouTube algorithm, and it keeps motivating us to make more content. If you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with your friend. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, Nami has already had multiple evolutions of her climate attack, which is a weapon that's allowed her to manipulate the weather in some pretty surprising ways, and it's almost seemed to transform her into a weather goddess. Now her journey of improvement began during the time skip when she was sent to Weather Pia and has continued to develop throughout her adventures. Prior to the time skip, Usopp had created the very first climate attack for Nami to use in battle. This manipulation tool had a wide range of uses, which has allowed Nami to be unpredictable in combat. Following the time skip and her time on Weather Pia, Nami got an upgrade to her climate attack, where now she can create devastating storms, and they're comparable to the attacks of the powerful Enel, who is capable of destroying ships and even submarines. Throughout her journey, her ability to manipulate the weather has become more creative and much more versatile, where she could launch eggs that hatched into large storm clouds, and she could even control them at will, creating an attack known as the Thunder Breed Tempo. Furthermore, with the heat egg, she could generate enough heat to melt snow and even injure opponents. One of the most notable enhancements was the ability to become nearly invisible with the Mirage Tempo and fire powerful blasts of wind called the Gust Sword. Now on top of that, she could also use the climate attack in everyday activities such as taking a shower or even creating paths with sea clouds. Through the various upgrades and improvements to the climate attack, courtesy of Usopp and even Frankie, the weapon has become a culmination of all of Weatheria's meteorological science, which allowed Nami to perform destructive lightning attacks with laser precision. The most surprising development happened when Nami acquired the ability to actually communicate with her climate attack, which now houses the soul of Zeus. And this allowed Zeus to temporarily take control of Nami's attacks, making them nearly impossible to avoid and also nearly impossible to miss. This ability resulted in the defeat of incredibly durable opponents such as Ulti. So Nami has evolved from not only just being a skilled navigator to a true weather master, with the ability to control storms, lightning, and even communicate with a divine weather entity. Her journey of improvement has made her not only a force to be reckoned with, but a near god-level weather manipulator. And this is despite not having a devil fruit. As we head into this final saga of One Piece, one of the possible directions where Nami could improve would be through deepening her connection with Zeus. Because with communication established, she can now harness Zeus's power much more impressively. But just imagine if she were able to fully understand and fully use her companion's capabilities. This could lead to levels of control over the climate that would defy nature itself. Additionally, Nami could look for other ways to further increase the climate attack's power, and this could involve seeking out more advanced technologies or even incorporating mystical elements into her weapon. But for Nami to achieve that status of a true weather deity, she might also draw inspiration from other legendary figures and even experts in weather manipulation within the world of One Piece. This could even include getting knowledge from the illustrious Dr. Vegapunk, one of the world's greatest scientific minds, and he might be able to share valuable information about the sciences behind climate manipulation. Vegapunk's background and experience in the advanced sciences could provide Nami with valuable lessons in the fundamental principles of climate manipulation, and Dr. Vegapunk might even share knowledge about more advanced technologies that could be incorporated into her climate attack, making it all the more powerful and versatile. The good doctor might even be able to assist Nami in her understanding of the complexities of atmosphere and climate interactions, further beyond what she was able to learn in Weatheria, allowing her to achieve an even finer level of control over the weather. Another curious but inspirational figure could be Enel himself, that ancient villain from Skypiea who also was able to dominate the weather through his powerful electrical abilities through his devil fruit. Now, although Enel was a formidable adversary, he did have a deep understanding of the natural forces, as well as demonstrating incredible weather abilities. Thus, Nami could study his techniques and adapt them to her own fighting style. The inspiration gained from figures like Dr. Vegapunk and Enel would not only expand Nami's knowledge, but open doors to new possibilities. For instance, through Vegapunk's secrets about the science behind climate manipulation and advanced technologies, this would further improve her climate climb attack that would make her more powerful in combat and also give her better understanding of weather principles, resulting in that finer control over the weather. But through Enel's influence, this could teach Nami to tap into deeper electrical nature of her weather abilities, combining control over the weather with electrical attacks, and this could result in devastating power, allowing her to take down the most formidable foes much more easily. You see, Enel, with his mastery over electrical powers, this could add an extra layer to Nami's abilities. Just imagine the combination: devastating electrical storms controlled by her, where we would have a fusion of weather and electrical powers that could overcome most challenges. So Nami's journey of development, of becoming a near weather goddess, is exciting and totally full of potential. And by seeking to deepen her connection with Zeus, seeking knowledge from brilliant minds like Vegapunk, and studying Enel's techniques, she's going to be able to elevate her skills to even greater heights. Another resource that Nami still has access to as well is to explore those further secrets of the Grand Line, which is honestly an inexhaustible source of learning for somebody like Nami, because the world of One Piece is full of unique and very unpredictable weather phenomena, and each discovery could expand her repertoire of weather abilities. So throughout her journey, Nami has evolved from just somebody who is an expert in understanding the weather to a truly transcendental figure in the area of weather, where she could honestly now be one of the greatest experts in weather phenomena in the world of One Piece. Throw in her mastery over the climb attack, and her set of meteorological skills puts her at an unrivaled and probably even an unknown new level. If she also deepens her connection with Zeus, that storm cloud that now currently resides within her climb attack, this would further demonstrate her mastery. And the fact that Zeus can now temporarily take control of Nami's attacks makes her not only unpredictable, but practically an unstoppable force, where she's become an even more astute strategist and is capable of creating tactics and battle plans that fully exploit her weather abilities. But also, let's not forget that this has regular everyday life practicality as well, where she can again take a shower using the shower tempo, create paths with sea clouds through Milky Road, and even other practical applications that go far beyond combat. Nami's continued development, from her initial great ability to predict the weather and notice what was going on around her to now communicating with a divine weather entity, is truly remarkable. And she has become one of the Straw Hat's most powerful forces, because she's a figure that not only guides the crew on their journey, but also shapes the environment around them in surprising ways. Plus, she's really the only person who can keep Luffy in line, which is a feat all into itself. Through this fusion of science and what almost seems like magic, it could take her abilities to a whole new level, allowing her to manipulate not only the weather, but maybe other natural forces as well, such as tsunamis or even the cycle of the seasons. But this is also going to require Nami to continue training and refining her battle skills, becoming even more cunning and a more versatile strategist. Now, she's already shown herself capable of using her weather abilities intelligently in battle, and her growth as a warrior could make her a much more formidable opponent in any scenario in the future. However, it's still important to note that as Nami becomes much more powerful, she's also going to face increasingly greater challenges, because we know on the horizon lie powerful enemies that will be attracted to her fame as well as her skill, requiring her to continually evolve to protect her crew as well as achieve her own goals of creating a map of the world. So in the end, Nami is on a truly incredible journey of self-discovery and improvement, and her potential as a weather deity is really truly exciting. So as we head into this final saga, we could see Nami become truly capable of accomplishing feats that are much greater than she ever imagined. But with all that said, my friends, we'd now love to know what you think about it. How do you see Nami's potential growing in this final saga of One Piece? And what other abilities could we see her get? And who also might she learn from? Let us know what you think about all of that in the comments below. So as we wrap up our video, we'd like to thank you all so much for watching, especially those of you who've made it here to the very end. Make sure you comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, give us a like and hit that red subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you all in our next video. Let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.